Year-old boy stares at a girl in school, which leads to the boy being suspended. That local story is international news tonight as the boy's parents fight to have that suspension lifted. They've lost one appeal, but the fight may not be over. Local 12's Anjanette Levy joins us live. She's at the Hamilton County Courthouse with what is next for the family. Anjanette.
Well, Rob, the Tolberts lost that case when they brought it here to the Hamilton County Courthouse last week. The family is now considering an appeal. The Tolbert story, though, is getting a lot of attention tonight. It's been trending on Facebook all day, and the family's been taking calls from national media outlets that want to tell their story.
I had no choice but to go to the legal system to try to resolve this issue, to try to lift this suspension off of my son's record.
Candace Tolbert took her son's case to court after trying to appeal to the administration of St. Gabriel Consolidated School. Last September, Tolbert's 12-year-old son and another boy were suspended for a day for intimidating a female student. The accusation, they stared at her.
These kids play the staring game. He stared at her. She began to laugh and giggle. She took a step back. He took a step forward. She's laughing and giggling. She took another step back. He took a step forward. She's laughing and giggling until she finally said stop. And my son walked away when she said stop.
Tolbert says the student handbook gave the principal the option to give her son demerits and that a suspension was for more serious offenses. She said her son was also forced to write this note apologizing.
My son has assured me, and even in the apology letter, he said, I thought we were playing. I did not mean to intimidate her.
The Archdiocese issued a statement saying in part the boys were suspended for actions that far exceeded staring, and St. Gabriel's parent-student handbook, which the male student and his parents signed and agreed to follow, explicitly lists intimidation as conduct that may result in a suspension. Candace Tolbert's son still attends St. Gabriel's, but she's concerned the school can arbitrarily change its rules, something she doesn't believe is right.
This may not change. We may not be able to get it off of our son's record, but we don't want this to happen to another child.
Candace Tolbert says she fears that a suspension on her son's academic record could hurt him in the future. He's in 8th grade this year, so he's going to have to switch schools next year. He's in the process of applying to those schools, and she wants him to get into the best school possible so he can continue getting a good education. Reporting live from the Hamilton County Courthouse, Anjanette Levy, Local 12 News. Rob?
Anjanette, thanks very much. The Tolberts are still considering whether they will appeal, but they say they are leaning toward doing so.